and you get some kids that are really good, and you can match them up. They can help each other, or you can get involved too. That's why I put there, if I remember right, I should probably look at mine, right? As you know, as coaches or adults, so if you and your buddy are coaching this team, and there's 2 parents watching, grab them just when you're doing the throw and catch. Now you got 4, you got 12 kids, 10, 11, and let them throw to you. So you get 2 kids that aren't that good, the ball's just going to go by them every single time. They're going to get like 3 throws in, and this way here you can actually maybe take the weaker group there, maybe 2 or 3, and your other guy do the same thing, and maybe have a little better, and then have them switch through so they won't feel bad. You know, anything like that to keep it going, to keep that throwing and catching going. So a little, I call just pivot throw, catch here, and I call it that because all you're doing is just pivot on that back foot, flex front knee, okay? I want to be directional right at my target, okay? And just throwing. I mean, I'm an old guy and I got a lot of miles on my arm, but I think when you have good mechanics and you're using your body to throw, you'll be able to do it for a long time, hopefully, anyways. So, you know, there's so many things you do. I'm thinking of camps. What I used to do is I put them on their knees, both knees, then I put them on one knee, if you know, and I just have them use their upper body and just throw it that way. I did that in high school before every time we throw, so they concentrate. So we're turning my elbow, shoulder, everything's going to point this way. Okay, I'm directional, I'm going that way. And then they can sit that way, like, or they can get on one knee or both knees, anything like that. We can do elimination throwing. You can have, say, again, 10 guys, you got 5 here, 5 here, and they just play and catch, and you back them up a step. Now they have to use their legs more as they're playing catch. So, but pivot throw is the most important thing in throwing for infielders, okay? It's just catch and receive, pivoting on that back foot, and just watch them. This is being a high school coach for so many years, and we'd have the field house. We had a beautiful field house. They knocked it down, built another school last year, but all those kids, I can picture them all lined up there, and I could pick a team just watching them throw and catch, because, you know, that's really the game, is throwing and catching. So somebody with really good mechanics, I felt like, okay, I can work with them hitting-wise. I, you know, circled those kids. Most of the kids I had seen play, but if I had come to a different school, if I went to Norton and I didn't know anybody, this would be one of the most important things as we start just playing catch. Okay? So I wrote that down, and I wrote some mechanics. So the same thing, being directional, making sure you'll see some kids, they're going to throw out here, okay? If this front side swings, they're going to swing that way, try to get them maybe to stay on line more. Their front foot might step out here, they'll open too soon, or they'll step here, they throw across their body, just try to work from the bottom up. And of course, you guys have seen it, just the way people throw. It's hard to change that kid that throws with the low elbow and throwing down there. It's really, man, I've worked on that so many years in camps and stuff, and trying to get, it's the way they take the ball out of the glove. If they take the ball out of the glove and they show here, my elbow's lower than my shoulder. If I take the ball out here and I go to throw, now my elbow, and you try to point that out to them, they're catching, they're taking the ball out, and this is in gym class. I see it all the time. They take the ball out and they throw that way. It's really not going to be consistent with it. You're going to hurt yourself. But I have those kids, you know, every other. It's hard to teach somebody to go here in that short amount of time, you know, from this angle here. You know, and of course, kids will quicken it a little as they get older and in the position they're playing. But that's such a thing. You can see it from the side. If they catch and they take it out this way, now they're in this really strong position. If you take here, they're at a weak position. That's the toughest thing, I think, just trying to teach that, you know, and that's why I say playing catch all the time. Throwing it up against a wall, catch it, throw it up against a wall, catch it, or pitch back or anything like that. Because the more they throw, the more more their arm's going to get stronger. For me, that's how, even at my age now, the more I throw, the better I am. We just came in here a couple of weeks ago, man, the first couple of days are tough. I had a couple of months off and trying to get back into it. Like throwing a lot, you just build up that, you know, tolerance and the strength again, and you're fine. You throw every day. You look like you wanted to say something. Oh, okay, so the other thing is we do a lot with the infielders is quick throw, and just trying to get a little momentum, and they're going to step into their throw. Now, you're saying, you know, my 8-year-old isn't going to be able to do this, or 10-year-old. I've really seen it with, you know, some skilled kids that can do it. I wouldn't teach somebody that's having trouble throwing. It's something they're going to build into. So I'm not going to have you go real fast, Mike. So we're going to step into the throw here, and we're working on our transfer and our exchange. So as Mike throws it, I want to come in this position. I'm already in a position to throw. I want it to be that fast, okay? So it's in. And now I call it quick throw. We do it every day here, from the glove to the hand. That's where I'm really working on a transfer. And I do a lot of transfer things. I wrote down a 4-corner throwing. We did that today. I try to do 2 transfer things every practice. We do that at the end of our throwing, this transfer that we're just doing. So it kind of looks like this if we did it, okay? I won't go too fast here because we're both kind of old and kill each other. And that's what I mean by stepping into it with some momentum, you know, and you get some kids that are good with their hands and feet, and they can do that. In the 4-square throwing, you just make a little square, and like where that bucket is right there, another guy right there, you just have 4 square, and then I'll throw it to Mike, Mike will throw it to that, and we just work in a square here, okay? The good thing is, you can go both ways. There's so many things you can do with this. You guys want to get out here, just have 2 guys right there. I won't kill anybody. And just to kind of, this is a good, we did this today actually. That's good. Don't go too far. So here's our square, right? So I'm going to throw here to Mike. All right, so we want to, that's all right. We got one right here. So I want to be with 2 hands, and I want to teach. I'm going to work towards my target here. Okay? I want to try to hit his left shoulder if I can. That's going to make it easier for him to transfer. Don't let him reach. Here. Okay. So the other thing is, we went this way. Now we can go this way, which is a little different. Okay. Now I got to move my feet more. Watch. Here. Okay. I'm going to move my feet a little more. And adjust. This is all good stuff. Anything with your hands and feet is great for, and it's not just, I would do this with my high school kids, I would do it with a junior high team, a middle school team, whatever. Okay, so that's 4-corner throwing, and there's other things you can do with it. So I go to throw to this guy, and he's down on one knee. I can't throw it to him, I gotta throw to the next one. So I go to throw it, he's on one knee, and now you see kids do this. They won't change their feet. I go to throw, I've got to set my feet, shuffle, and throw. So you can play with that, and they love that. And then I throw it to him. He's still working now. As Mike goes to me, he's got to change his feet. Throw that way. Then you can do different things. You got to open glove side. So say we're going this way, Mike. I got to open glove side. Open. Now I lose my target. Now I got to pick it up. Loses his target. Now he's got to pick it up. For a younger kid, this is not easy. I got to lose my target. Okay? So a good training, throwing and catching drill. Okay? So, and that's just doing throwing. We haven't even talked about fielding, the actual fielding the ground ball, but throwing and catching is the name of the game. So, you guys come over here now. Thanks. It wasn't bad. You guys are good. I put the mechanics. This is what I'm talking about, mechanics. I'll get right here. Staggered stance. If I wanted to be a perfect kid that was working, it'd probably be here. You know, you look at, he's talking about catching. catches never get towed in here. They can't bend, okay? And I tell my guys all the time, you can't be in here. You're not going to be able to get down. You need to be wider. You need to be wider so you can get under the ball. You want to be down and under. So many kids are here, chin up, nose up. I had a Little League coach tell me, he used to call me Pistol Pete, and this is 100 years ago. I want to see the button on your hat every time you feel the ground ball. You know nothing about baseball. He was a tremendous guy. I think the guy's dead. He probably is. I don't know any coach that's living that coached me that's alive. But anyways, tremendous guy, a lot of energy, and he used to hit me balls every time. I want to see the button on your hat. When I was in college and the coach was hitting me fungo, I used to think that in my head. I want to show him the button when I feel the ball. And of course, he's trying to get my head still, chin down to the ball. That's it. That's big. So just something simple like that can mean a lot. I use the phrase, work out in front. I say it all the time, work out in front. I really don't know why I say it, but I use it all the time. I go front, 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 get out in front. Because kids that are in Little League and stuff, I've seen a million games of that age. They catch the ball here, and it's away from their eyes, and they're going to have trouble. That's where mistakes happen in here. It's good to have a mistake happen out here because our body's behind it. When we get in here, we're in trouble. So get your kids to work out in front. That's so important. And to get out in front, we really need, so we do a little drill, a roll and go with a tennis ball. I didn't even write that down. And I did it yesterday with them, and I stand right in the middle where you're standing. They got two lines here, and they just roll the tennis ball back to each other, no glove. And I want to see a flat back. I want to be able to put a cup of coffee on your back without it falling down. Then I'll just make a joke, you know, holy shit, you know, the thing tipped over, just burn you. But so if my back is up, my chin comes up, my nose comes up, of course my back's slanted. We want to work under here. I want to be on the balls of my feet and fielding here. I'm going to catch and slide. So if I'm a right-handed thrower, I'm trying to get this foot in the middle of my body, right to my chin. So be boom. And now the ball's in my hand, and I've worked towards my target. We do this little drill. I'll skip down, right, left throw. I'm going to throw it to you, Mike. So they get with their partner. We don't even do 10 of them. But just a little reminder, we put the ball in that glove. Okay, right, left throw. Go. All right, so they have to exchange it. I love ball and glove. I see that at the beginning, I wrote that. It doesn't always have to be your fun-going guys. They can put the ball in their glove. They have to take it out of the glove, or you can roll with them. I do it with these guys here. The first day we're doing double plays. Thursday, the ball was in their glove. And they just went through a progression of their feeds and turns, okay? Because you start hitting and guys are flipping open and everything like that. It's not going crazy. And you just gotta kind of break it down to put the ball in the glove. I don't want the ball in the hand. Even when I worked some prospect camps in December, and the kids are like this. I go, no, it's not like that. It's in your glove, so you have to take it out of your glove. And that's what we do a lot of. So. But right, left throw is great. If it's a left-hander, of course, it's opposite. Because my right foot here, and I'm working towards my target, who is my partner. Just have them do that back and forth. It's a good little drill. You can do it 5 times. Right, left throw, okay? Some kids will catch, then they're going to throw or they take a crazy step or something like that. Force them, that foot, and you can see Mike there, he's working towards his target right there. Mechanics, ready position, you know, you guys all talk about that. Get ready. I don't like hands on knees. When I do this, I'm immediately on my heels. When I put my hand on my glove, I'd rather have my glove at least a quarter turn open here. I always tell the middle infielders they should be more upright, playing this way, and the guys in the corners, they can get a little lower. But I hate to see a shortstop that's like this. I just think that's, it's not impressive when I see that. Because that guy's down like this, he's got to come up. He's not going to start running from here, you know what I mean? So why not stay up here? You can see better. You can see the signs at our level in high school, and I can move left, right, in, back, wherever I got to go. In corners, the ball comes a little quicker, so if the guy, but if I get him to ready, I used to have a bad habit of being a flipper when I was in college, and I would creep and then flip my glove open. I couldn't get out of that habit, and then this kid got released from the Angels, and he started working with me, and he goes, just pop your glove. So I creep and I pop, and now my glove was open. It was a good little, get me out of that habit of being flipping, and kids do that a lot. Kids do it here, everywhere. So that's ready position. Short hops, you can do them shorter, get close, have him get in his stance, and then just kind of give him that short hop. Make him throw it underhand. If I throw it overhand, it bounces. It's not the same when you throw it. So I always tell the kids, you got to get good at short hops. There's a regular ground ball. Okay, you got a hugger, ball that hugs the ground. You got a long hop, short hop, and an in-between hop. The in-between hop is the one that we really got to work not to get, because those are the ones that are trouble. Hugger, we're going to play right through it. Long hop is easy. There's a long hop. And then the short hop is the one that we were just doing. We got to be great at that. So when we play on a field, maybe it's not that good, especially in high school, you're playing a lot of bad